Welcome back to Social Studies. You still need your workbook, the workbook we were writing in. You still need that, and you can leave it open to page 27. And just set it off to the side. But you also now need your research companion, and you cannot write in this book. And we're going to open up to page 32. Page 32. And we're going to read more about how daily life has changed over time. And as we saw in our work, we're going to be thinking as we read about how they're alike and how they're different. And after each section, we'll stop and we'll come back to organize our thoughts. Homes change. People have lived in homes for a long time. The way homes look has changed over time. Long ago, people didn't have bathrooms inside their homes. Sometimes farm animals slept inside homes. So here is a picture. We have a caption. This family lived in this home in Nebraska in 1880. The cow could eat grass on the roof. Look at that. The cow is on the roof of their house eating grass. Let's keep going. Turn the page. The outsides of homes have changed over time. Today, you might see tall apartment buildings, homes on wheels, or houses in neighborhoods. How are these homes different from homes long ago? Homes long ago were built with materials that could be found nearby. So wood from trees that were found nearby, or if there happened to be some sort of other material like bricks. But now that has changed. So now people bring in materials from far away to build homes. Homes still have doors and windows. That has stayed the same. Did you know? Homes to order. Between 1809 and 1940, people could order a house from a catalog, which means like a magazine, paper that they could look through. All of the materials to build the house arrived, and the families put the pieces together to make a home. What you find inside homes has also changed. Long ago, people had to build a fire inside a stove to cook their food. They didn't have sinks with running water. Instead, they pumped water from a well outside. It was a lot of work. So a well is a place like in the ground where water is like really, really far down in the ground, and they have to use a bucket and like a rope to get the water and bring it up. And so that takes a lot of time. Whereas now we have a sink that we can turn on and water comes out. When your grandmother was a girl, she couldn't look up recipes on her computer. She couldn't talk on a cell phone while having a snack. She also couldn't learn like this, learn from home through a computer or an iPad. Today, some kitchens have refrigerators with computer screens on the outside. Things have changed. So you can look at these two pictures of kitchens long ago, and this shows a kitchen today. And then now take a moment, you can flip back to the start of this homes change section and take out your workbook. So now you can fill out how are homes from the past and today alike, and how are they different. You can pause this video and write, and then I'll share what I write in a moment. And remember, you can use the book, the things that you see in the pictures, the things that you read, use that to help you find this information. These are all facts. We've been talking a lot about facts. These are facts in this book that you can use. So for alike, I put two things. They have doors and windows, which we read about, and families live in them, which I noticed from the pictures. Okay, now how are they different? So I wrote that back then, homes did not have a bathroom inside. That's something that stood out to me. And now, there are many different kinds of homes. So we have apartment buildings that are tall, that are wide. We have houses. We have mobile homes like trailers. There are many different kinds of homes, and there weren't as many back then. All right, you can put your workbook to the side and turn to page 36. Now we're going to talk about work. So this is titled A Day in the Life, Hard Work. 100 years ago, families were busy doing chores. Some families on farms had to milk the cows and gather the eggs. Families often had to pump water to wash the dishes and take a bath. They washed their clothes in a large bucket and had to carry firewood or coal to make heat. Children had few toys, and they were expected to keep their rooms clean and make their beds. So right here we have two pictures. This one shows gathering eggs helped the family have fresh eggs to eat. And this one, they're doing laundry. And it says, doing laundry was very hard work. It took a lot more time than now when we can just put the laundry in the washing machine. How is your life the same or different from children's lives in the past? Do you do chores around your home? You could vacuum or help put the dishes in the dishwasher. It helps keep your home neat when you make your bed and put away your toys and books. So here we have a picture. Most people go to a store to get food instead of gathering it themselves. So back then, people gathered the food from their own farms, from the animals that they had there, or the plants. Nowadays, most people go to a grocery store. I know some of you have chickens, so you wouldn't get the eggs at the grocery store. You have them at home. So that could be a way that your life is similar to people of the past. And here we have a picture of people now doing laundry. So filling and emptying the washing machine is much easier than pumping water from a well and washing clothes in a bucket. So would you rather do chores now or the chores that people did long ago? I also want to point something else out. What do you notice about the color of the pictures? The pictures from long ago are in black and white. The pictures from now are in color. So long ago, they did not have the ability to take pictures with color, print pictures with color. So that's why when we see pictures in black and white, they often show us that that is from the past. Okay, let's take our workbook out and let's now fill in work. How is work alike and different? Remember, use the pictures and the words that we read. So for alike, I put everyone helps. And also, children have to clean their rooms. Now, how are they different? So remember, this might be different for you if you have animals at your house. But I put for different, then people gathered food from their own farms. Now, people get food from a store. Okay, let's keep going. Now we're going to talk about clothing. This is in our hardcover book. Clothing over time. When you look at a photograph from long ago, you might notice that the clothing looks different from the clothes you wear. Look at some clothing from the past. Is this like a dress you see today? Do you see people dressed like the man and woman on this page? Maybe, but some of their stuff you might not. Like her pants are super wide, and look at her shoes. So this dress is made of lace and silk, and it's from 1895. This is from the 1970s. They had these big collared shirts and their pants that are called bell-bottom pants. Taking out your workbook, how are clothes alike? Well, one that we could put is we all wear clothes. We can tell people wore clothes in the past and they wear clothes now. And now how are they different? For this one, you have to think about the clothes we wear now and contrast them with the clothes we see here. So you might put then. Long ago, people wore fancy clothes. That's something we also saw in the other pictures at like the school. We saw big dresses and nice shirts. So I'm using my background knowledge, the knowledge that I already know about the past from seeing those other pictures. And then think about now. We have like sweats and shorts and t-shirts. So I'd say people wear comfortable clothes. Okay, now we're going to read the last section about toys and games. So turn the page, we are on page 40. Fun and games. Children throughout history have loved to play. They ran races and played catch. They pretended to be grown-ups and told silly jokes. Some toys and games have changed. Long ago, children played with dolls made from corn husks and marbles made of round stones. Children had fun rolling a hoop down the street with a stick. And that's shown right here. And kind of might remind you of a hula hoop. I know sometimes we roll hula hoops like this, but we don't have that stick. So on the bottom, we have a bike from 1891 and then a mountain bike today. Which would you prefer to ride? This one looks a little scary to me. Your grandfather may have put together model cars or pretended to be a cowboy. You may have done that too. Your mom may have enjoyed making model airplanes and flying them with a remote control. You may have enjoyed that as well. You may enjoy racing cars on a video game or playing Roblox or Minecraft, Animal Crossing. Video games are very popular today. Playing helps us learn and grow. Did you know William Higginbotham invented the first video game in 1958? It was a simple game that was similar to ping pong or tennis. And we can see a picture of it right here. Okay, and now it's time to write our last box in our workbook. How are toys and games alike? How are they the same? I think everyone likes to play and have fun. That's something that we learned, people of the past and people today. But how are toys and games different? Think then and think now. So remember, your answer can be different from mine. There's so much information we read, and also all that information you already have in your head, your prior knowledge. But I wrote that children made dolls from corn husks, which is when you have like corn on the cob, when it's grown from the ground, it has the stuff that goes around it that like protects the corn. That's called corn husks. And now children play video games. So that's what I chose, but remember yours could be different. So if you didn't finish filling this out, if you decided to listen right now, go ahead and look back at these pages, and it tells you them right at the top. Look back at these pages in your book to think about how all of these things are alike and different. We're seeing how families from long ago and today are alike and different. Thank you so much for paying attention, for reading with me, and for filling out your graphic organizer. When you're done, please take a picture of this page and turn it in on Seesaw. Thank you.